Sup y'all, Sup Archer here again on the channel. You may think it's going to be a gaming review, but it's not. This is actually going to be a new series called Who is Rainbow Six Siege? And basically it's going to be similar to the game of anime I did before, but it's going to be focused more on Siege. Now, I'm going to go down each operator and break them down. So first operator we're going to be doing, and also I wanted to make a comment. I made a gold 4, I spent some time legitimately making the gold 4 instead of going to the EU servers because I got a whole bunch of complaints about I was ping abusing in the EU servers. So, came to the US servers and did that. I went back. So, it's not there. Now the first operator we're going to be breaking down is who is Jager. Now reason why we're doing Jager is because I was screwing around so much with Jager because I just felt like, and let's do an operator I never use. I never use Jager. Anywho. So, we're going to do this in a couple different steps. The first thing we're going to do is go over Jager's loadout and everything of that sort. I rated his weapons and his gadget and overall. Then we're going to be going to lore and then story breakdown about who is Jager. And I'm not going to be doing operator video. You can go check that out yourself. And there's also other channels that do operator video, but I'm not sure. I'm just not going to do it. So Jager holds an M870, pretty nice shotty. It's really nice range for a shotgun, and it has a high fire rate for a shotty. It's like boom, pop, pop, boom, pop, pop, boom, pop, pop. If you ever see me do a video about recruit rushing, MA70s we always use because it is the best shotgun in the game, and I gave that a 5. For shotties, I gave that a 5. Now Jager is the only operator to hold an AR in the defending side as of now. I believe there might be an operator coming soon that has an AR, but for now, let me say a defending operator that has an AR. But so far, Jager's the only one with a assault rifle. This is this is great for spawn peeking. It's so great for spawn peek, which is why the ACOG will be going soon in like what, a week. It'll be gone in about a week. So if you like Jager, start using him now because he's gonna lose his ACOG. But for now, his carbine I give him a 5. The carbine gets a 5. I know it's weird for me to give a automatic top ranking for both. Oh, sorry, we're on a 1 to 5 scale. Just a heads up. I know it's really weird for me to do a 5-5 like that, but Jager's weapons are the best in the defending side. I'm just saying. And his pistol, the P12 handgun, gets a 4 because I use it on Blitz, which the P12 handgun is standard issue for all the GS9 operators. There is no variant. Anywho, I think it's a really nice pistol, and I just love it's easy to control, easy to use, and everything of that sort. He gets a deployable shield and barbed wire, and he gets this thing called the Magpie. If I can get to the... Okay, he gets the Magpie. It was also known as the ADS. Basically, destroys any grenades, any projectile. And this actually... There's a person, Icy Cats, who made a video similar to what I'm doing here, but I'm going to also go to lore. He commented that he wasn't sure if the ADS took out projectiles like Ash's breaching charge. It takes out not only Ash's breaching charge, it takes out Thatcher's EMP grenades, Hibana's pellets, Capitel's bolts, anything that flies through the air that isn't a bullet, it will take out. So I remember freaking... The best way to take out an ADS is to use a Hibana's pellets, because it will just decimate the ADSs in the room, because they all target the pellets, and there's so many pellets that almost all of them will just be decimated within the first shot of the Hibana round. But then also limits it. That goes to a different conversation for a different time. Overall, this guy gets a 4. Now, the reason why I give him a 4 is because I don't like his Magpie as much. It's not as versatile for just doing... It's not as versatile for how people use Jager. And I'll get to that in a second at the end of the video, combining both what we talked about now and the lore about how he's used in-game. Anywho, he also has a... 1 armor and 3 speed. If he get 2 armor and 2 speed, I'd like him even more. And I absolutely, because I'm an anchor player. Jager is not an anchor player. And that gets that gets to the end of the video later. Next, we're going to talk about the lore. Okay. Now I have a video for the gameplay video because I know that that's been popular. Anywho, this is probably the closest you're going to get to me editing a video. Just saying. So the lore, basically, Jager, he was raised by his uncle, who was a mechanic in, oh gosh, I have to pronounce this, Bondes Police? I'm just going to call him Beephole. Anyways, Jager, there's not much talking about his childhood, but I'm guessing Jager saw his uncle make and build things, and he got inspired to join Beephole as a mechanic too. His uncle worked in the aviation department of Beephole, so Jager saw this and he was like, I want to do the same thing. I'm guessing there's not much on his childhood. Anywho, next part is that Jager made the Magpie during his time in Beephole, which got him into the GSG-9 because of his Magpie. Oh, and there's obviously, I see those freaking great. That's beautiful. You know what? Like I said, this is going to be the closest you get to me editing a video. So, he got into the GSG-9 because of his Magpie ADS. Now, during his time in GSG-9, he was documented and recorded, and he was noted to have creativity, curiosity, and he was very proud to be an operator as a GSG-9, but he lacked humility. I would not doubt that he was just probably toxic at times. But given this, he was great with machines, but terrible with social cues. And he also had boisterous, and I quote, boisterous tendencies which made him a bit abrasive. Okay, so I'm going to pause there for a second there. Let's just take a moment. That's, I'm going off of personal experience here. He must have high-functioning autism. And I say this because I do too. And that sounds exactly like me, except for I like doctors more than I do machines. Like, I like to study science, and I love to study medicine. But Jager over here, he loves to study machines. So, there is no doubt in my mind that Jager has high-functioning autism. There's actually a subreddit, I believe so, about Jager having autism because of that one portion. Anywho, he graduated from, oh gosh, another freaking thing. Whatever. Institute of Technology, so KIT. I'm just going, and he earned a Bachelor of Science and Aerospace Technology. And so this is basically where I'm guessing this is where he started to get the idea for ADSs, because he was studying how to make like aerial denial project, basically the thing that makes ADS an ADS. And so when he got into Beephole, he worked as a helo technician, or helicopter technician, and a weapon maintenance. During his training, he worked as got training for CQBs, operations at sea. CQB stands for Close Quarter Combat, and was involved in anti-piracy ops. I found that interesting. Like, I wonder why they put that. There has to be a reason why. But maybe because ADS, anti-air like defense system. Like, I know this code stands for active defense system, but like, I don't know. That's just I don't know why they include this anti-piracy ops. I wonder what the purpose of it is. Anywho, going on with Jager, he going with the last part of the video, which is combining his playstyles, talking about his playstyles and his lore. Now, of course, easily a player can not play anywhere near how the playstyle's at. But I find it interesting that Jager, you find people playing a lot of his playstyle as his lore. And any RB6 player can tell you, if you're going to spawn peek, most of the time you're going to use Jager because of his AR. He's like, he's just known, and I'm not gonna even comment about what's gonna happen in the next few seconds. Boom. Anywho, Jager. Anybody knows that you rust with Jager, you run flanks with Jager, and you spawn peek with Jager. You do not stay in the OBJ. And I find that interesting because his abrasive tendencies, his urge to go straight into action is interesting. That he's used as a very abrasive character. I don't know abrasive. I don't know what word to use. He's a very aggressive character. Now I have seen people use. Actually, I've seen myself use Jager as an anchor. This is actually in, what's the name of the map? It's in the cubicles areas, and, I took notes. I have an entire page of notes, and I forgot to document this last portion. Whatever, it's in the cubicle area office in the skylight. You know, one day I'll comment. I'll make a... In the description below, I want to type out what the heck I'm talking about. Consulate. There's a cubicle area in Consulate. If you play Jager there, MA70 or the AR, I use the AR in this case. I actually anchored in the room, and I was just jumping over the cubicles. So like, either there's 3 ways to use Jager: anchor, tight roam, or large roam with spawn peaks. And I typically love to do a tight roam, then I do a spawn peeking. Even though the last portion of the video was just me spawn peeking, so you just ignore that one circumstance. Anywho, that's gonna be it for today, y'all. I'm hoping this was decent. Like I took notes, like a lot of notes, just describing Jager and his lore and everything. What I found. Anyway, I think these videos that's about 12 minutes so far. I was gonna say I might do an attacker and a defender in one video, but I think I'm going to keep it to one video. Anywho, that's gonna be it for today, y'all. If you like this video, let me know, because this was one way I was told to keep it to my gaming videos, but also keep it like Game of Anime style. Because I was getting complaints about the last video, plaguing the update video, about how I was going to do some more Game of Anime. So I got complaints and started doing this. So if you don't like this, let me know. I'll just not do Game of Anime styles, period. If you do like this, then I'll keep on doing more. I plan on doing all the operators and just do this every time new operators come out, see what I can find on them, gadgets and everything. Kind of like how, like I said, Icy Cat, like he's one of my favorite YouTubers to get the newest updates, because he's so fast in getting these updates out. So I'm hoping to do something similar, but more lore-based than actual action-based. So until next time, y'all, make sure to stay sharp, subscribe for more awesomeness, and goodbye.